Good morning, my friends. Hope you all are doing fine. So, I welcome you all to our channel Board and Beyond. And today we are going to have the last session on polynomials. That is session number 10A, 10, and A stands for assorted. Okay. So, friends, let's see the last problem where we left in the last class. Okay. Let's see the problem first. Okay. So what is given is that this is f of x. Okay. This is a cubic polynomial which has been given to you, and it has been also given to you that root 2 is one of the solution for this polynomial. That is alpha is equal to root 2. Right? Is also one of the solution of this polynomial. You are expected to find the other roots of this polynomial. Correct? So what we understand here is that if root 2 is one of the solution for this, one of the root for this polynomial, that means x minus root 2 is what? X minus root 2 is one of the factor for this polynomial, right? Okay, friends. So what we do is here is that we try to divide with x minus root 2 for this cubic polynomial. We will do a division here. Okay, so let's go on, or let's move on with the division, right? So this 6 and this x square, right, friends? This gives me 6x cube minus of 6 into root 2, that is nothing but 6 root 2 x square. You are right? Okay, minus plus. So this becomes how much? 7 root 2 x square, correct? Minus 10x. Now I have to get 7 root 2, so I will do plus 7 root 2 and x. Right, friends? So this leaves me with 7 root 2 x square minus 7 root 2 into root 2 is nothing but 7 into 2, which is nothing but 14. So minus 14 x. Yeah, okay. So minus plus this cancels, and this becomes 4x minus 4 root 2. Right, friends? Now we will have plus 4 here, which will give me 4x minus 4 root 2. So this cubic polynomial reduces to a quadratic polynomial after division. Right, friends? So what we will do here is we will try to further move on with this. So let me rub this off here so that we are able to find out the other factors. Okay. This is also not required. Now we will try to factorize this. Let's see if we are able to do that. So 6 into 4 is how much, friends? 6 into 4 is 24 x square. Now see, we need to get root 2 here, right? So for getting root 2, in both these things, what I should have is root 2 and root 2 in both the factors. So what I have done is root 2 into root 2, I have taken 2 out from this 24, remaining is 12. We need to break this 12 into 2 parts such that either their sum or difference is equal to 7. So how do we do that? Is 4 into 3, yeah, 4 into 3 is good enough. So if I write 4 and 3, see, sum is nothing but 7 root 2, product is nothing but 4 into 3, 12, into 2 is 24. So we put x here, we put x here. This is our 2 factors. Okay. So we can actually write it like this: 6x square plus 4 root 2x plus 3 root 2x plus 4. Right, friends? So what is that we can take common out here? We can take 2, definitely we can take out, and we can take even root 2 also out. Okay, sorry, and we can take x also out. So this would have become very small, so let me just write. So 2 root 2 x. So what happens is 6 divided by 2 root 2. So 6 divided by 2 root 2, which is nothing but 3 into root 2 into root 2 divided by 2 root 2. Am I right? Yeah. So okay. So this and this cancels. So this leaves me with, or else we can do one thing. See, 4, 2 we have taken out, right? So what we can do is that we can take only 2. Let's see here what happens if I can take root 2 common here. This is with 3 plus 4 divided by root 2 is nothing but 2 root 2, correct? So I must get 2 root 2. So friends, do one thing. Just take 2x common here. 2x. This leaves me with 3x will be here. 3x plus 4 root 2 divided by 2 is nothing but 2 root 2. Now you are able to understand this step, my friend. See, whatever maximum we can take out as a common factor is not always necessary to factorize. Okay. So what? See, I can take root 2 also here. Okay, common. But I am not taking that because if I am taking this, I will not be able to match the second term, right? To match the second term, I have just taken 2x common here. Now, this leaves me with 2x plus root 2 into 3x plus 2 root 2. Right, friends? Which is all equal to 0 since we are finding out the roots. Right, friends? So, here if I take x, that will be equal to minus of root 2 divided by 2, correct? And if I take x, if I try to solve it for x, this will be equal to minus of 2 root 2 divided by 3. So these are the other two factors for this cubic polynomial. Okay. So the question was to find out the other two roots of the cubic polynomial. If you want to try, you can basically try and establish or verify the relationship between the roots and coefficient for this cubic polynomial. Okay. That we or shall we do it? Okay, let's do that. No problem. So actually not required. This will be like just a repetition of some other things, right? So let's move on to the next question, friends. Next problem. At your leisure time, you can basically try establishing the coefficients between roots and establish the relationship between roots and coefficients of that cubic polynomial, whatever we did it just now. Okay, so let us move on to the next problem. I have written it very this thing. So we are expected to find out the value of, or we are expected to find out the roots. For that, so f of x is equal to 4x square. Just to save time, I had b square. Let me just now friends, see, first of all try to analyze this f of x, whatever has been given to us, what kind of polynomial is this? Okay, so this is do you all agree with me that this polynomial is a quadratic polynomial? It's not a biquadratic polynomial. Now why am I telling this is that any polynomial, the degree of the polynomial is decided by the power of the variable, not on the constants. You remember, right? So the power of the variable is x here. The power of this variable is only 2, right friends? So this is a quadratic polynomial, correct? Now we try to solve it out. Okay, so how do we go about it? We try to we are expected to find the roots, right? So for that we equate it to 0. Correct? So when we are equating it to 0, there is one more method of finding it out. Okay, so since this is a cubic polynomial, sorry, quadratic polynomial, I have missed out x here, and that is actually creating trouble for me, right? Let me just rewrite it. So it is 4x square minus 4a square x plus a power 4 minus b power 4, right? So for quadratic polynomial, we know, my friends, that alpha plus beta is equal to how much? Minus b by a. Right? So which is also equal to, look at the original equation, minus of minus 4a square, correct, divided by a is nothing but 4, right friends, which is equal to 4a square by 4, which is equal to a square. So sum of the roots is equal to a square. Now now we will do product of the roots. We will verify for that. So alpha into beta is equal to c by a. How much is alpha c by a? As per this, c is nothing but, please understand, c is the whole term. Okay, so this is a power 4 minus b power 4 divided by a is nothing but 4. So we have what? Alpha plus beta, and we have what? Alpha into beta, right? So is there, we can find out, so b power 4 by power 4, okay, by 4, right? So can we write it like this: alpha plus beta whole square minus alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to how much? Or 4 alpha beta is equal to alpha minus beta whole square. You are all there with me on this, right? So alpha plus beta is a square whole square minus 4 into alpha into beta is a power 4 minus b power 4 divided by 4, that is what it is, right? Okay, is equal to alpha minus beta whole square. Let's try to solve it here, my friends. This becomes a power 4 minus this 4 and 4 cancels, right? Okay, so this leaves me with minus a power 4 plus b power 4, right? So this and this cancels, so alpha minus beta is equal to b raised to power 4, so alpha minus beta is equal to b square plus or minus. So we'll again move forward. We know alpha plus beta now, we know alpha minus beta now, right? Okay, so we will try solving for that. So alpha plus beta was how much? A square, right? Alpha plus beta, yeah. So alpha plus beta is equal to a square. Alpha minus beta is equal to, let's take b square. Okay. So yeah, we are expected to find out the roots. So what happens? Let's see. We have got two this thing. Okay. Once let us say we add this, so we get how much? Alpha plus beta, okay, is equal to a square, and alpha minus beta is equal to b square. Let's say we add this. Okay. So this cancels. 2 alpha is equal to a square plus b square. So alpha is equal to a square plus b square by 2. Right, friends? So what I have done here is that I have used linear equation in two variables to solve this. Let's say once we subtract it, what happens? Alpha plus beta is equal to a square. Alpha minus beta is equal to b square. Subtracting will reverse the sign. Now this will get cancelled. 2 beta is equal to a square minus b square. So beta is equal to a square minus b square by 2. I hope this is not confusing you, okay? Because the process what I have applied is very simple. I will just repeat the process for you, okay? The process is that first we do for this quadratic polynomial, first we find out alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, okay? One second, friends, 1 second. So friends, see this, what we have done is that for this quadratic polynomial, what we have done is that we have first tried to find out alpha plus beta, that is the sum of the roots, and using identity that alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta is equal to alpha minus beta whole square, okay? What we have done is that we have found out alpha minus beta, that is the difference of the roots. Now using sum of the roots and the difference of the roots, we have separately identified and find out alpha and beta, okay? So your alpha is a square plus b square by 2, and beta is equal to a square minus b square by 2, okay? So we were expected to find out the roots for this quadratic polynomial. So that is how we have actually completed it, okay? So friends, let's move on to the next, and that is the last problem on polynomials, okay? After this we will actually wind up the session for polynomials, and then we will move on to linear equations in two variables. Okay, so last session we actually, okay, we will do this. Let's say the last session which the previous session before that, I gave you a problem wherein I told you that you have to attempt that in your leisure time, right? Okay. So now let's take up another problem, right? That is we need find zeros by factorization method, okay? So the equation given is, or the quadratic polynomial given is x square plus 3 by 2 root 5x okay minus 5. we are expected to find out the roots for this quadratic polynomial and also establish a relationship between roots and coefficient for this quadratic polynomial, right? So yeah, let's do that. So we will try to factorize here. It is given that use a factorization method here. Okay, so we will try to factorize. So this becomes how much? So first let us equate it to 0. Okay, so to make it a little simple, what do we do is that we take 2 LCM here. This becomes 2x square plus 3 root 5x minus 10 is equal to 0. We take this to this side. Okay, so this actually gets eliminated from here. So you are all okay on this. Now we try to factorize this. So 2 into minus 10 is how much? Minus 20 x square. Sorry, the first and the last term. Now see, minus 20 x square we have to break up into two parts, so that the sum or the difference of that should be equal to 3 root 5. Okay, so what do I do is that we take one root 5 this side and we take one root 5 this side. So what I have done, root 5 into root 5, that is 5, we have already taken out. Okay, so remaining there with me is 4. Now I need to break 4 into two parts such that I get 3. Okay, and 3 I get it positive. Okay, so what I do is 4 positive and this negative. Is it all you are able to understand? So this is how we have factorized. These are the two terms now for me, right? So 2x square plus 4 root 5x minus root 5x minus 10. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that we are going to take common out here. So we can take 2 common here. So x square plus 2 root 5. Okay, sorry, we will take 2x common here. So this will be leaving with x. Minus, if I take root 5 common here, so this is x plus 10 divided by root 5. 10 divided by root 5 is how much? 10 divided by root 5 is nothing but, we can say 2 into root 5 into root 5 divided by 5, root 5. So 1 and 1 cancels, this leaves me with 2 root 5. Right friends? So the factors will be 2x minus root 5 and it will be x plus 2 root 5. Right? This is equal to 0. Okay? So equating this to 0, we get x is equal to root 5 by 2, and equating this to 0, we get x is equal to minus 2 root 5. Right? So these are the two factors for this quadratic polynomial. Let me see. And verify the relation. Okay, we need to verify the relation as well. That is, we need to verify the relation between the roots and the coefficient for this quadratic polynomial. So let's quickly do that. So I'll just rub off everything, just leaving apart the roots. So alpha is equal to root 5 by 2 and beta is equal to minus 2 root 5. Okay. So we all know that alpha plus beta is equal to how much? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Right? So let's do physically alpha plus beta here. Root 5 by 2 minus 2 root 5. Okay. So taking 2 LCM here, which leads to 2 LCM here. It's root 5 minus 2 is 4 root 5. Okay. So root 5 minus root 4 root 5 leaves me with root 5 common, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4 is minus 3 root 5 by 2. So this is alpha plus beta. Now you can see alpha plus beta here. Alpha plus beta, minus p by here, a here. So minus p is nothing but how much? Minus b is how much? Minus of 3 by 2 root 5 by a is how much? 1. That is equal to minus 3 by 2 root 5. You see, this and this are both same. So we can say that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a holds good for this quadratic polynomial. Right? So let's do alpha into beta now. Alpha into beta is nothing but c by a as per the standard derivations that we had done earlier, right? So alpha is how much? Alpha is equal to 5 by root 5 by 2 and beta is equal to minus 2 root 5. So this and this cancels. So root 5 into root 5 is nothing but 5, but with a negative sign, right? Let's come on to this. So c by a, c is how much? Minus 5. You can write it here so that it becomes more relevant. Minus 5 and a is how much? 1. That is equal to minus 5 itself. Okay. Now you see, my friends, we have verified alpha plus beta and alpha into beta for this quadratic polynomial. Okay. So with this sum that we did just now, the last sum, we actually wind up the session on polynomials. Okay, winding up is not that I have taught you everything and you have learnt everything. Okay, so the learning is a continuous process which will keep on going. We will have a kind of tests also after all the sessions gets over. Okay, so next class onwards we will be starting with linear equations in 2 variables, right? Let me decide whether I should start linear equation in 2 variables or I take trigonometry. So you will come to know very soon. So till that time we meet next. So keep learning, be healthy. Thank you all for attending. Thank you. Bye.